So what I consider the California Community College Task Force on Student Failure, which is what it should be entitled, because that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say community colleges have failed in California. If this were entitled California Community College Task Force on Student Failure, which is the real meaning for it, we would not want to go through it and try to do certain kinds of amendments on it. This is called the big lie. Some of you are too young to remember the big lie. But it was a big lie. You say something that's not true, you say it over and over and over again, and people begin to swallow it. This has nothing to do with Trustee Jackson's statement. This has to do with what they're about, what they're trying to do as far as City College is concerned and the other community colleges. If these guys have their way, we will no longer exist the way that we have cherished ourselves in terms of existence, because that's what they're about. They're actually talking about taking over the vehicle of community colleges and turning it into something else. It was very obvious to me, taking a positive thing, it was very obvious to me when I heard Bush talking about the value of community colleges, and then I heard Obama talking about the value of community colleges, and I went, oh my God, community colleges' value has been discovered at the same time that they're hiking fees on the state colleges and the university systems. And so what they're going to do is they're going to push out all the people that we care about so much in terms of this set of recommendations that they're doing. They're basically trying to push out poor people, people of color, people that cannot afford to go anywhere else except for the community college. And so when these guys got together, they weren't even not even trying to hide that fact. They basically are saying to us in so many ways, we're going to centralize this, we're going to downsize it, we're going to get rid of non-credit, we're going to get rid of your career tech stuff, we're going to go backwards to this is a two-year college, we want only those people who can get through here in a hurry, and if you don't get through in a hurry, you're gone. So I know you all accept this. The problem is, it's the tactic. Are we going to fight them by trying to piecemeal this, or are we going to fight them by no? And I believe that if it was community colleges task force on student failure, what we would say is absolutely no, we don't want to have any part of it. And I think it's really too important for us to get ourselves splintered, because this is an argument among friends who agree with all the same things. Everybody on this board agrees with all the same things. It's about the tactic. What is the best tactic to fight this? We have to come in front of the state of California as a leadership role, and we have to take a hard stand, because everybody around the state is watching City College of San Francisco and saying, what is your stance going to be? If our stance come out to be some of this stuff is good and some of this stuff is bad, and we'll swallow the whole cake in the process, we're going to get very sick, because some of the stuff is going to come down pretty quickly, including not having local boards, including mandated testing that's centralized for everybody in the state, including a dozen of 20-odd other things that are totally unhealthy for the college and for the state community college system. The master plan in 1960 mandated in the master plan that the top 80% or so would go to UC systems, the next 25, 30% would go to UCs, and all the rest would have access to community colleges. Now they've decided we don't want all the rest going to community colleges. This is exactly what they're talking about, closing the door on education for the most needy part of our communities. Now, what do we want to do? The point is, I think we've got to slam, at first we've got to slam and say no, rather than saying, and then later on, if we want to talk about negotiating something, once we have some place of strength, we can talk about that. But if we come in first saying that we're willing to look at this element or that element, it's, in my opinion, it strongly weakens our position, and we are in danger at City College of San Francisco. Our non-credit program is in danger. I'm not joking about this. I'm talking about our CTE programs. They're in danger here at City College. I'm not trying to wave the red flag. I'm an optimistic person. I would never say to you that we're in danger if I don't think we're in danger. This This proposition is very, very dangerous, and when you get Jack Scott, and you get Scott Lay, and you get those people coming the way they're coming, it's not very helpful at all. So I'm just hoping that we can send a unified, single, no message, and then later on, we can follow up with other things as this unfolds. But right now, we have to stop the main onslaught, which I think is coming at us at a furious pace. And they're not coming in and saying to us, well, you guys are doing some things really well and some things not so well. They're basically saying to you, the hell away with community colleges. We want you shrunk, and we want you to kick people out, and we don't want the kind of education that you're providing. That's what they're saying. We believe in the kind of education that we're providing because it's community. That whole conversation that we had tonight from Southeast was a great conversation, and it illustrates what they want to get rid of. All of that would be gone.
That's right.